So today's topic is other decisions. Okay. So so we are done with. We have finished the CVP analysis, and today we are starting with other decisions. So, like in other decisions, what we are going to see, what does this other decision topic includes? Okay. So, like the prime focus in the marginal costing is all about seeing like how we can get the break even point in units, or how we can derive the break even sales, or what is the desired number of units we need to sell to get the desired profit. Okay, or in terms of dollars, how much sales we have to make to get the desired profits. So we have seen all those things. So today we are dealing with other decisions, and this other decisions is like a adage to this analysis, CVP analysis. So like in this we are going to see choosing between two cost options. Like definitely you will be choosing only the cost option which would be a cost option on a lower side. That means least cost is what every businessman desires. Choosing between two production options. So two production options you will be choosing only when you will be getting benefits from. You'll be choosing only that production option which will be giving you good benefits, or using fixed versus variable units, and product mix decisions using under constraints. So you should understand what is a constraint. Constraint is a bottleneck resource. That is nothing but you have that in limitation. You don't have that in abundance. Okay. For example, if I speak about my classroom can accommodate 20 students. So this is a bottleneck resource or a constraint for me, because I cannot extend more number of students, or I cannot accommodate more than 20 students. But other
Limited.
academy can accommodate 50 students. Okay. So now it is upon me how or what kind of strategies I have to imply, so that I can get a good earning or enhance my earnings equivalent to this guy. Okay. So for example, this guy is giving a course whereby he charges 1,000 rupees per student. Okay. So he gets 50,000. And what I do, I take some courses which whereby a student has to pay me 10,000. So 5 into 10 would give me 50,000. So it is upon me what to do and how to go about and use my this constraint. Okay, use my this constraint, or even though I have a limitation in my space, in my academy space, I cannot accommodate more number of students. I should see, or I should try out certain ways with which I can even enhance my earnings. Okay, so I've given a good example to you here. Let's see choosing between two cost options. Let's see this question. JJ Motors Inc. employs 45 sales personnel to market its line of automobiles. And the average car sells for $35,000. And a 6% commission is paid to the salesperson. And JJ Motors is considering a change to a salary and commission arrangement in which each salesperson would be paid a salary of $2,000 per month plus a commission of 3% on his or her sales. Okay. So determine the cost of total monthly car sales revenue at which JJ Motors would be indifferent as to which plan it selects. So all the details are very clearly given. So under the existing system, the cost formula is 0.06 into S. Now, what is this 0.06? The cost to the company is, or JJ Motors is, nothing but the commission. They have to pay commission to the agent, and that commission they will pay on sales. Okay. So they will be paying commission on sales. That is I can say that is 6% on sales. Okay. So 0.06, 6% is 0.06. Okay, in decimal, 0.06 into the sales is nothing but the cost. That's the cost function. And under the proposed cost formula, under the proposed option, the proposed option is like JJ Motor, the average car sales for 35,000 and a 6% commission to be paid to salesperson. But JJ Motors is considering a change to a salary and commission arrangement. They want to fix 2,000 per month as a salary and 3% as a commission Okay, so the change is in this way, in which each salesperson would be paid a salary of 2000 per month plus a commission of 3% on his or her sales. So previously it was like 45, like JJ Motors employs 45 sales personals, and the average car sells for $35,000, and a commission of 6% is paid to the salesperson. Whoever like sells a car will get the commission. But now they want to change this arrangement and want to fix the salary for each salesperson, and apart from that they want to give 3% commission on sales to each person. So now let us see the function, the equation. 2000 is what they are fixing as the salary, plus 0.03 into the sales. That is the cost function for the second one. Now you need to solve this two. Okay, how will you solve? In place of C, you can take this 0.06 into S. Okay, equation 1, equation 2, put 1 in 2. Okay, this is maths, you need to have an idea about this. So like this one will be 90,000, 0.03, S is equal to 0.06 S. Take this there, 90,000 is equal to 0.06 S minus 0.03 S is 0.03 S. Now S is equal to 90,000 divided by 0.03, you will get the sales value. Okay, that will be I think 3 lakhs something, 30 lakhs, sorry. So you can take that. So that 30 lakhs, 3 million. Okay, this is 3 million is the sales. Now if JJ Motors expects that its level of sale revenue per month will be 3 million or more, it would be better to offer the sales people 2000 like per month plus 3% commission, because the marginal commission cost for each car sold over the level of 3 million would be only 3% of the sales price. Under the straight commission agreement, JJ's marginal cost for each car sold over the level of 3 million would be 6% of the sales price. So let's see here. Average car sells for $35,000. That's the amount, and 6% is what they give the commission. And determine the amount of total monthly car sales revenue. So the amount of total monthly car sales revenue is this. Okay. So now they're saying what they are saying. Let us see like what's happening here. If JJ Motors expects that its level of sales revenue per month would be this much, it would be better to offer this much plus 3% commission, because the marginal commission like 30, if you see this like $2,000 per month, 45,000 people if you are paying this. Okay, so 45,000 into 2,000, 45 people into 2,000 is $90,000. Okay, and 0.03 into S is how much? 0.03 into this is, now you can calculate and see in which you are getting a higher cost or a lower cost. Okay, so in this function if you put, I'll just tell you 0.06 into this much, 3 million will be how much? 0.06 into 3 million will be $1,80,000, and in that case 0.03 into 3 million, 90,000, and there it would be 1,80,000. Okay, so if JJ Motors expects that its level of sales revenue per month will be this much or more, it would be better to offer salespeople 2,000 per month plus 3% commission, because the marginal commission cost for each car sold over the level of 3 million would be only 3% of the sales price. Under the straight commission arrangement, JJ marginal cost for each car sold about over the level of this much would be 6% of the sales price. So however, if JJ Motors expects that its level of sales per month will be less than this much, it would be better to offer the sales people a straight commission. Why? Because if at all the sales is more than 3 million, suppose it is suppose 4 million, So now you calculate. See, I'll tell you what he is saying. Okay, this is your cost function. 0.06% of your sales is the cost. 0.03 into 2,000 into 45 people plus 0.03% of sales is equal to cost. In this case, like if I take 3 million, it is $1,80,000. In this case, even it is $90,000 plus $90,000. It's going to be the same, 1,80,000. So here it is not an issue, okay? Because in these two cases the cost is same. But suppose if I take more than 3 million, suppose I take 4 million, okay? So now 4 million into this is $2,40,000. Okay, 4 million is the sales into 0.06. Suppose they are saying if it is above that, then what is the option? And if I take the second option, 2,000 into 45 plus, if I take here, so it is $90,000 plus, and here if I take 4 million, 4 million into 0.03 is nothing but $1,20,000. Okay, so $1,20,000 plus 90,000 is how much? $2,10,000. Okay, so now what they are saying here, if JJ Motors expects that its sales, the level of sales revenue per month will be this much or more, it would be better to take this. You can see here which one is giving you a least cost. This is not giving you a least cost. This is on a higher side. But if it is more than 3 million, that is, I have taken the example here of 4 million. Okay, 0.04, 0.03 into 4 million. In that case, my cost is less. So this is a good option. But if at all the sales are less than 3 million, that is 2.5 million, for example, then which is a better option? This one seems to be a better option. Okay, that's it. That's what they are deciding here. Now we'll see choosing between two production options. You already know that profit is nothing but sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. That means sales minus variable cost is contribution minus fixed cost is profit. Okay. The production option in which you'll be having a higher profit would be the one you'll be selecting. Let's see here. And all these formulas are very simple. You know already how to find out this one. There's nothing to explain in this. It's a common sense. Just read this question. We will solve this. Now, Farnokia Sports Company has decided to manufacture treadmills. It will begin with a simple model, and if that sells well, Farnokia will expand to produce a full line of treadmills. Farnokia must decide which of the two prototypes to produce first. The following projections have been made by the marketing, engineering, and production departments. So here we can see Farnokia company has some has some decision to take. So they want to manufacture treadmills, and it will begin with a single model. And if that sells well, then they will expand their treadmill business. They'll go for full line production, and must decide which of the two prototypes to produce: treadmill A, treadmill B. So selling price of treadmill A is 800. Treadmill B is like they are selling at less cost. Variable cost is also less. That will definitely be less for a lesser one, and higher for a higher one. And the contribution margin is given. So fixed cost is like $3,75,000 in total if treadmill A is produced, and this much if treadmill B is produced. Farnokia Sports income tax is this much. Okay. So now let's see how to make a function, a equation. quantity of treadmill A is A, I am considering, and B is B, I am considering. So this is the only way you need to solve the question. Okay, and what are they asking actually here? Okay, we are looking. Okay, question 1. What single sales revenue amount that is the same for each of the two treadmills will also result in the same profit or loss for each of the two treadmills? They're asking you what single sales profit. They're asking you profit actually. Okay, so we will see. So now 450, 450, like A is the quantity of treadmill, and contribution. See, why are we starting with contribution? We are concerned with profit. So profit means contribution may say, if you remove the fixed cost, you will be getting profit. Am I right? So contribution is like 450, like per unit, and the treadmill A, we are considering A to be the quantity of treadmill A. So 450 A minus the fixed cost to make the treadmill A is 375. So we remove, we'll get profit. And the second case, 350 minus B, 350 into B minus this fixed cost is equal to profit. So these two equations are equal. Why? Because P and P are same. We'll equate both of them. We'll equate both of them and try to come here. Since there is an equation with two unknown values, a second equation that will express A in terms of B or B in terms of A is needed. So you need to convert the equations like A in terms of B or B in terms of A. How will you do that? A in terms of B or B in terms of A? You take 375 there. 3 lakh minus 3 lakh, it is in negative, and I'll just do it. Just a second. 450 A minus 375 is equal to 350B minus 3 lakh. I'll just try to get this one, like I'll take it here. 450A is equal to minus and plus. So this minus will go there, it will become plus. 3 lakh, 3 lakh 75 minus 3 lakh is 75,000. So I'll just A is equal to 350B plus 75,000 by 450. So I got A in terms of B. Okay, I got A in terms of B. Now what I can do is, like, I can substitute that in this equation and I'll get the entire equation as B. So then I can get B value, and for getting B value I can get A value. Okay, so we can substitute this A. Okay, here. So 450 into 350B plus 75,000 by 450 minus 3,75,000 is equal to 350B minus 3 lakh. You solve these two equations, you have calculator and all, and you can get B value from this. Then after getting B value, you put it here, you get A value. Okay, so we get A value and we get B value. Whatever I have said, clearly the same thing they are mentioning there. After getting these A and B values, so B is 2,308 it seems, and A is like 0.85 into B is A. So 2 lakh, whatever you got, 2,308 like into 85% will give you A. Okay, that is somewhere around 1962. So you got A and you got B. Okay, now that is what is A and B here. A and B, we have taken the quantity of treadmill A and quantity of treadmill B. Okay, so now sales revenue, you are selling it for 800. So we got A ka quantity and we got B ka quantity. A and B we assumed as quantity. I am telling you, boss, you solve it, you'll pakka surely get the answer. Okay. So what will happen? I've got A in terms of B. अगर इसको cancel करो, you cancel it, and you solve this entire thing, you'll get B value. Then you put the B value here, you'll get the A value. You get the quantities. Now you have to frame the equation. Sales minus variable cost is contribution minus fixed cost is profit. So I've taken here 1962 is what we got the quantity of A, and 2300 we got the quantity of B. Multiplied with selling price, we got total selling price. Multiplied with variable cost, we got total variable cost. Here also same thing. Fixed cost we removed and we got the net income. So net income is what for treadmill A, it is high. Okay. So, like the second question, what is the single quantity of units that would be the same for both treadmill models and would create the same level of profit for both options? What is the single quantity of units? So they're asking the quantity of units that would be the same for both treadmills and would create the same level of profit. So same level of profit. Okay, profit is nothing but contribution minus fixed cost. Contribution minus fixed cost. P is equal to P. So the quantity also will get 750. Okay. Now 450 into the quantity 750 minus this will give you this, and again if you put here you'll get this. So in both the cases, if 750 is the quantity, in that case you have the same profits. Okay, so I think you got this, and you should do the calculation. You should know how to do the calculation at any cost. So I'm moving forward. Any doubts? डाउट्स है
नो
कुछ
सर,
गणपति?
नहीं
हाँ,
सर, अभी मैं फिर से रिव्यू करूंगा फिर मैं
और सॉल्व भी करोगे ना?
हाँ सर,
हाँ, वही आपको करना है वो इन टर्म्स ऑफ वो मैं तो कर सकता हूँ, मेरे को कुछ नहीं है, मेरे को तो आ जाएगा आंसर.
ये रेवेन्यू ओके, ठीक है, देखता हूँ सर.
Now let's go for the next question. Using fixed versus variable inputs. तो अभी हमारा थर्ड, we have done two option, two cost options we have seen, production options we have seen. Now we are seeing fixed versus variable and product mix decisions under constraints. Okay, come to this question and read this. So what they are saying, fixed versus variable inputs. A product can be manufactured in more than one way. One option may be to have a higher fixed cost but lower variable cost, and another option would be to have lower fixed cost and higher variable cost. For instance, machine A might have a higher fixed purchase cost but lower variable operating cost than machine B, and like opposite for B. When there is a trade-off between high fixed cost and low variable cost and low fixed cost and high variable cost, there's a relationship. Trade-off means relationship. The high fixed cost, low variable cost option will become more attractive as production volume increases. Why? Because if you increase your production from 1000 units to 2000 units, always you should remember this. See, there are two options: high fixed cost, low variable cost. Low fixed cost, high variable cost. Okay, but what happens if you increase your production level? Your fixed cost will always be the same, constant, but your variable cost will increase with the increase in number of sales. That means with more production, your variable costing will increase. So they are saying that when the production is high, you go for you go for such kind of combination whereby your fixed cost is fixed. Okay, that's what saying. That's what they are saying. Lower variable cost is what you require. Excuse me. Yeah. So what they're saying is like when there's a high production, okay, like high fixed cost and low variable cost. In that case, you want a high fixed cost and low variable cost. This would be an attractive option if your production is high. Why? Because your fixed cost, even though it is high, but it is of fixed nature, but variable cost will be going on increasing. So no one wants a higher variable cost in that case when your production is high or your production volume is going on increasing. Okay, that's what we are going to see here now. And break-even analysis is the indifference point. So now FJJ Industries is planning to redesign the package for its marble chess set and to change the packaging material to recyclable material. So what they are doing here, planning to redesign the package. That means they want to redesign the package the way they used to package previously. They want to redesign it from its marble chess set. For its marble chess set, okay, they used to package this, and now they want to change the packaging material to recyclable material. It has a choice of two machines for making the new package. Machine A, which costs this much, and machine B, which costs this much. The machine will produce the same quality package. Machine A is highly automated and does not require an operator. Machine B is a labor intensive and requires an operator. Because of the difference in labor cost, FJJ has estimated that variable cost for machine A production will be this much, whereas variable cost for machine B's production will be high, because there you are hiring a labor also, and in the first case you are not hiring a labor. So when you hire a labor, your variable cost increases. Okay, because the higher the production you do, the more the wages you have to pay. At which volume of production will FJJ be indifferent to the cost of the two machines? That is the what is that particular, how much you should produce, or what is that level of production at which FJJ will be indifferent to the cost of two machines. That means it will have no issues with whatever the cost of the machine would be. Okay, वो क्वांटिटी आपको डिराइव करना है या फाइंड करना है जिसपे वो दोनों भी कॉस्ट, दोनों भी लाइक इंडिफरेंट टू द कॉस्ट ऑफ टू मशीन, मतलब जो भी कॉस्ट दोनों मशीन का होगा उसको सेटिस्फैक्ट्री लगेगा, उसको नहीं लगेगा कि वो ज़्यादा पे कर रहा है. ठीक है, सो अब वी हैव टू क्रिएट टू कॉस्ट फंक्शंस हियर. So 25,000 is the fixed cost. Okay, and just a second, and variable cost per unit is 0.50. Okay, variable cost should always be multiplied with the quantity Q, because quantity Q is what we are deriving here, and if you want to find out the total variable cost, you need to multiply the per unit variable cost with the total quantity what you are producing. That's the total cost here, and here 10,000 plus 2.5 Q total cost. Equate this, because your total cost is equal to total cost, right hand side you get the quantity. So this is the quantity at which you will be indifferent for any of the cost, and that I think they have given the proof also. See, so if you put it here Q, you get this much, and if you put Q, you get this much. So both the costs are same for this amount of quantity in both the options. Let's go for the last and final topic of this particular other decisions, and then tomorrow we can start our marginal analysis. Maybe I'll try to finish this tomorrow itself. Yeah, we can do this tomorrow, marginal analysis, and pricing is what I need to explain. That is only just economics. I've taken this session, but I'm not getting the video of this, or else I would have shared. More 2 classes, and we are no. We are through. Okay, risk management is done. Okay, so what we are seeing here, product mix decisions under constraints. Already I have told you about the constraints. Constant nothing but you have something in limitation, and you need to find out certain strategies whereby you whatever the constraints you have, you should not be worried about that, but try to find some methodology with which even though you have constraints or you have limitation, you can try to maximize your profits with your good strategies, plans. Okay. So now let's go for this question. This question will practically tell you how you can do that. So sometimes a decision about which product or products to produce is subject to constraints, meaning that one or more factors of production are limited in some way. For example, you have a small piece of land, or you have less labor, anything you can have like constraint of. For example, management might want to maximize net income generated by a given factory without increasing production capacity, and the constraint or limiting factor may be the number of machine hours available on the existing machines. So they want to increase their income from the factory without increasing production capacity. Why? Because their machines can't work beyond a certain hours in a day. So decisions made under situations of constant are usually short-run decisions. In the short run, managers do the best they can with the resources they have. Okay, now you have to see, but that is not the 100% solution. As I said, in case of my classes, okay, I cannot every point of time go with that strategy. Okay. So in long run, when we understand that we are facing problem, we should try to overcome that. But as of now, we can't do. See, many times you can't take any decision in haste, like in hurry burry. Okay. So Jasper Corporation has only 3,000 machine hours available each month to manufacture its products. So they have only this many hours available with them to manufacture their products. So they cannot use their machine more than 3,000 hours. That is the bottleneck resource or constraint. It is operating at full capacity and can sell all the products it manufactures. Jasper Corporation produces two products: racks for electronic equipment and file cabinets. So they are making two products. The price and variable cost and the number of machine hours required to produce each product are as follows. So here you can see they have given the per unit prices of racks and file cabinets. And they have also said, like, to make a rack, they want 2 hours. 2 hours is what they require to make 1 unit of rack, and 4 hours is what they require to make 1 unit of cabinet. Which product should Jasper Corporation use its available 3,000 machine hours to produce, assuming fixed costs are the same under either option? So they have to see the contribution in this case. Contribution will give the idea about the profit. Okay, and then they can decide which is the better product to make. Okay, let's see that how is going to happen. Some more information is given. Okay, fine. Yeah, this kind of questions I am telling you very frankly, ऐसा question exam में पक्का आता है, 100% आता है, और आया हुआ भी है previous exams में. Since the constant is number of machine hours, Jasper should manufacture product that provides the highest contribution per machine hour. That is what here. आपके पास constant है machine hours, so you should look into that option which can give you highest contribution per machine hour. मतलब जो भी machine hour आप यूज करते हो, दोनों के लिए अलग अलग machine hours हैं, बट दोनों भी केसेस में आपको जो ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन देगा वो आपके लिए बेटर होगा. So I'll see per hour what is my contribution per hour. 250 by 2 and here 300 by 4. So I'll get 75 here, there 125. So 125 looks a good option because contribution zyada hai. But let's see, let's go forward. Even though the contribution margin for one file cabinet is higher than the contribution margin for one rack, because the racks provide higher contribution per unit. देखो अभी क्या होता है यहाँ पर, contribution कम है और machine hours कम है. यहाँ पर contribution ज़्यादा है, machine hours भी ज़्यादा है, और यहाँ पर contribution जब मैं divide करके what I'm seeing here is, here the contribution is high, here the contribution is less. So even though the contribution margin for one file cabinet is higher than the contribution margin for one rack, ठीक है ना, यहाँ पर आपका 300 है contribution margin, यहाँ पर आपका 250 है. File cabinets contribution margin is more than the racks contribution margin. Okay, लेकिन जब मैं per unit scarce resource के हिसाब से, the scarce resource here is the machine hours. So when I found out the contribution per machine hour, that is I have taken the scarce resource into picture and have seen कि scarcity रहने के बाद भी racks is giving me more contribution, okay, because the racks provide the higher contribution per unit of scarce resource machine hours. To maximize operating income, Jasper should produce only racks since the company can sell all the racks it produces. So जो हमको वो bottleneck resource यानी अब जैसे मेरा यहाँ पर देखो यार, लाइक यहाँ पर मेरे जो एकेडमी है यहाँ पर मैं 20 स्टूडेंट्स ही प्लेस कर सकता हूँ और लाइक उतना ही मेरे पास लाइक जगह है. तो मेरे पास दो कोर्सेस हैं. लाइक वन कोर्स आई एम चार्जिंग 10,000 टू ईच स्टूडेंट, वन कोर्स आई एम चार्जिंग 2,000 टू ईच स्टूडेंट. ओके ओके. अब मेरे में सेल्स और वेरिएबल कॉस्ट नहीं रहेगा. सो विच इज गिविंग मी मोर bottleneck resource is this 20 students only I can accommodate. So this is giving me more ना. यहाँ मुझे 500 रुपये पर हेड आता है फॉर एग्जाम्पल 100 ही आता है. ओके. सो दिस इज अ बेटर वन considering the bottleneck of only 20 students. Or if I take SFT, I cannot increase my SFT like that. मतलब मुझे यहाँ पर SFT नहीं बढ़ा सकता हूँ मैं. ओके, leave this example is not like it will again confuse you. इसको छोड़ दो. Don't consider that example. And here what we are seeing is like contribution margin per unit जिसमें ज़्यादा आएगा वो better है. अब proof देखते हैं हम लोग. Because they can sell whatever they can produce. Up 3,000 machine hours is what is in totality available. Jasper Corporation could be able to produce 1,500 racks. ठीक है ना? By dividing with 2, and there they can produce like 750 like file cabinets, and there's a total contribution margin. अगर मैं 250 से मल्टीप्लाई करूँ तो यहाँ पर इतना है, यहाँ पर इतना है. तो यहाँ पर contribution margin भी ज़्यादा मिल रहा है. Therefore, in short run, under the existing condition, existing constant of the machine hours available per month, racks would maximize the operating income. That's it. Done. We'll go for the next chapter tomorrow. Okay? Yeah.